Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. So OnePlus have increased the speed of rolling out the OTA updates for OnePlus smartphones. And now OnePlus 11 series gets the most awaited update, which brings some new features. And also guys, with this update, OnePlus have also started to roll out SOTA update of March. We'll talk about every change in this video, but now before moving ahead guys, we have 85% of users who haven't subscribed to our channel. So if you guys find our content useful to you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing. So here I have my OnePlus 11. The OTA update have just started rolling out. I did not receive an OTA update, so I had to manually install the update. I'm exactly not aware about the update size. I did a local install. So we do have the zip file of the latest build, which you can download from the description below. Just download it, place it inside the internal storage, but currently we have the full zip file. We don't have the incremental update file. If you guys can download the full zip file, just download and perform a local install. So if you see the version now, the latest version on OnePlus 11 series is 15.0.0.600. This update brings 1st Feb 2025 security patch. And if you see the SOTA version, which is V50P03. So this is the March SOTA update. You'll receive SOTA update of March, soon you update your device to version 600. And I'm not sure what's wrong with OnePlus. They're continuously making some changes, which is, like moving more closer to ColorOS. And the changes are done almost on every OnePlus smartphone with Feb security patch. And I'd also tweeted about it. So the thing which I personally don't like, and that's the changes done in the control center when it comes to volume slider and the brightness slider. If you're using the classic mode, you don't have any problems. You have the rounded corners for all these sliders. But if you change the quick settings tiles to split, now if you see here, the two tiles which is of Bluetooth and Wi-Fi do have the rounded corners, but the tiles of brightness and the volume slider, the shape have been changed. And on the tweet also I did notice many people were saying that you can make changes in the shapes. So for them, there is no option to change the shape of quick setting tiles if you are using the split mode. If you are using the classic mode, you do have an option to change the tile shape. You guys let me know in the comment section below, do you guys like the changes what OnePlus is doing? And after that, I don't know what their software team is doing. At few places, we do have the Chinese text. So for example, if you long press on the Photos application, here you can see all the widgets have the Chinese text, and the Photos widgets can also be found in OnePlus shelf. There also you get to see Chinese text. So I'm not sure where OnePlus wants to go. Now let's talk about the changelogs. So here after updating to 600 version, I received in SOTA update. So that's the reason we are not getting to see the changelogs here. But you can always check out the changelogs from a Telegram group. So here we have our Telegram group. You can see the update of OnePlus 11 and you can see the changes layer to app, some fixes layer to interconnection, and some system improvements have been done. So starting with the first one, which is layer 2 watermarks. So now along with other OnePlus smartphones, even OnePlus 11 got these new watermarks, which also includes the Hasselblad watermarks, because this device has the branding of Hasselblad. And you can see we have watermarks for photos and videos too. Starting off with the photos, so if you enable, you can see we have almost 6 Hasselblad watermarks and they are all customizable. So if you open any of the watermark, you can see you have options to make changes in the text, like you can set date, time, location, custom text, or if you don't want any text, you can do that also. For the frame background color, we do have an option of black and white. Then we have 3 watermarks for the frame, and here you have more options to customize. Like towards the bottom side, you have options to set image, text, background color. So if you don't want image, you just tap on none and the image from the top side gets removed. For the text, we have the similar stuff, but for the background, we have a new option here, which is gradient, and this background color adapts to the photos color. So whatever the photos colors are there, accordingly it will provide you in frame. Then we have some classic watermarks, which include some classic cameras like classic 135, classic TLR Mark II, classic TLR 3, and more. And according to your requirement, you can set any of the classic camera in that particular watermark. For the text, we do have similar stuff. Background, we get same 3 options, white, black, and gradient. Then there are some film watermarks, which lets you choose the different film types. We have street, night, portrait film. After that, we have brand power, which includes OnePlus. So here you get the option to choose the OnePlus logo. Either you can have the logo plus text, or else if you only want logo, that can also be done. But here you can add 2 different text. And the background color, we have similar color options. Then we have 3 watermarks for the text itself, which also lets you add the classic camera icons. Now under video watermarks, we do have 2 Hasselblad watermarks, where you can also add things like location, date and time, etc. For the layout, you have the option to change the watermark position. Either you can keep it in the center or towards the bottom side, and you also have an option to increase or decrease the size. And I did not like this layout option where the watermarks gets placed in the center of the image. Either they should have given an option to shift it towards the left hand side or towards the right hand side. That's only in the Hasselblad video watermark. But if you check out the text watermark for the videos, here you do have an option to move the watermark position towards the top side, which is I think more convenient. So these are the new watermarks which are being added on OnePlus 11. I think about the filters, you guys must be aware these filters were already added on the previous build. And another change what they have done, which says now you can revert live photos to the original after editing them with crop, adjust, filter or watermark and saving them. Previously this option was only available for static photos, not the live photos. But now for the live photos also, if you have made any kind of changes, so let me adjust few settings here, increasing the exposure, brilliance, decreasing the highlights. And now if I tap on done, and later on if I tap on save, it doesn't matter if I even replace the original one. Tapping on replace original. Now if I go to the same photo and if I now tap on edit, you can see we have an option called revert. Just with a single click, I can get all the original settings of that particular photo. Just tapping on revert and there we go. And it was a live photo in which we made the changes. So these are the two new features what they have added. And after that, talking about fixes, one of them is layer 2 interconnection, and this fix they are mentioning in almost every update. Personally, I did use before updating the device. Also after seeing the change logs, there was no syncing issues while watching videos. And for this system, they say they have improved the system stability and performance. For that, let's take a look at the benchmark scores before and after updating the device. So starting off with the Antutu benchmark, so these are the scores on the latest build in which device have scored 16,34,025, and on the previous build the scores were 16,39,803. So slightly lower scores to be seen on this latest build. After that, using CPU throttle, after updating the device, maximum CPU throttle 48%, average gives were 3,58,000. On the previous build, maximum CPU at throttle 46% and the average gives were 3,77,000. So slight improvements to be seen here on the latest build. Talking about the wildlife extreme stress test, on this latest build, stability scores are 66.4. On the previous build, the stability scores were 66.2. So there's not much of difference in the performance. And as I told you guys, we have also received the SOTA update, and here there are no new changes. Some optimizations have been done layer to private safe and the Notes UI layout. So guys, these are all the changes and we'll be coming up with the in-depth review because most of the OnePlus smartphones have already started receiving Feb security patch. Make sure you have turned on the notification because tomorrow we are dropping the in-depth review of OnePlus 13R and followed by other devices. So guys, this was all about OnePlus 11 series update. If you guys have any kind of questions, drop them in the comment section below. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.